The first time Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova stepped onto the tennis court together, the world scarcely noticed. 80 matches later, it was one of the greatest rivalries in tennis history. It is part of our 30 for 30 series as well. Tonight, Unmatched, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN.
All right, it's time now for a second down here on First and 10. Jemele Skip back in the other Monday Night Football game. Actually, a very exciting game if you stayed up to watch it. The Chiefs pull off the upset over the Chargers, 21-14. So, Skip, are the Chiefs bologna or are they filet?
Definitely not filet.
Ugly for you next week. Coming up here, the NFL is investigating the New York Jets for their alleged mistreatment of a female reporter. Skip and Jemele have reaction to the story as we wrap up Third Down.
All right, let's finish up Third Down now, and the Jets have more issues than their Monday night loss right now. They probably had a little distraction going into the game. The NFL is now investigating the treatment of a female reporter, Ines Sainz of Mexico's TV Azteca at Jets practice on Saturday. There was an incident reportedly in which players and one coach allegedly tried to run into her during a passing drill. Jets owner Woody Johnson has come out and apologized. Let me read this real quick. The Association of Women in Sports Media is also looking into this matter. But Jemele, do you have any sympathy for Ms. Sainz?
Actually, I don't. And I want to be clear that this is not about
Jemele's mic.
Whether or not the Jets, whether what they did and whether or not, this actually happened. It's more or less about how she has presented herself as a reporter, which I think has undermined a lot of female journalists who do go about and do their jobs every single day. My issues. I'm not saying that she deserved to be treated the way that she may have been treated. We don't know the full story yet, but I will say that I've seen her at Super Bowls. She did some segment where she allowed two Colts players to carry her around on their shoulders. She did a story about who had the biggest biceps in the NFL at another Super Bowl. So she's going around touching players' biceps. So she has this like flirty style of reporting, and I wonder how much does that blur the lines for the players that cover her. And I'll be honest, I've seen some of the pictures on Google. They showed how she sometimes comes dressed to practice and those sorts of things. And I can't say that that's entirely appropriate attire. So I'm not saying that she deserved it, and I believe that the Jets are found culpable. They should be fined, and Austin is going in to do a sort of a tutorial with them about how to treat women in the media. It's necessary. But at the same time, I think this might have been maybe an inappropriate battle to pick.
Hey, Jemele, I'm sorry, I got to stop you. We're having a couple of technical issues, so we're going to go to break. We're going to get them all figured out, and we're going to go to break, and we'll come right back with more on this topic.
It's the Fusion Pro Glide Challenge.
It on.
The first time Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova stepped onto the tennis court together, the world scarcely noticed. 80 matches later, it was one of the greatest rivalries in tennis history. It is part of our 30 for 30 series as well. Tonight, Unmatched, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN.
All right, it's time now for a second down here on First and 10. Jemele Skip back in the other Monday Night Football game. Actually, a very exciting game if you stayed up to watch it. The Chiefs pull off the upset over the Chargers, 21-14. So, Skip, are the Chiefs bologna or are they filet?
Definitely not filet. Can't go bologna, not this team.
ESPN, everybody watches on Sunday night. Welcome back to SportsCenter. Sage Steele, Hannah Storm. Welcome to those of you watching on ESPN2 as well. Here's what's happening on SportsCenter right now. Apart from last night's opening season loss to the Ravens, the Jets remain under scrutiny for how a female reporter says she was treated when visiting the team's practice over the weekend. The league and the team have opened investigations into claims by Ines Sainz, a reporter for Mexico's TV Azteca. Sainz says that footballs were thrown in her direction with catcalls by the players as she waited her interview with quarterback Mark Sanchez. Sainz also said on Twitter that the situation made her, quote, uncomfortable, and that she has already spoken to NFL representatives.
I received a call from Mr. Johnson, the owner of Jets, and he is very, very nice. He told me, Ines, I need to tell you that I'm very concerned about the situation. We are taking this very seriously, and I want to bring you and apologize for the whole team of the Jets, and I want that you know that we are going to investigate. Received a call that for the NFL to say, hi Ines, we are calling for the security of NFL. We want to investigate what happened yesterday with the Jets.
Jets owner Woody Johnson also told ESPNNewYork.com the following, quote, right now we're working with the league and we're doing all the fact-finding, checking the facts, doing the interviews. Interviews with the players will start Tuesday, today. We've talked to some of the non-players, but Tuesday we'll get into it all. We take this very, very seriously, as you can imagine. We want all of our reporters, female or male, to be comfortable wherever they are, on the sideline, in the locker room, or at a game. We have to make the working environment professional, representing the New York Jets well, end quote. Sainz attended last night's game, had a seat in the press box, not seen in the locker room after the game, by the way.
All right, coming up, Phillies and Marlins. Chase Utley and company.